Hilkka Saarinen was a 33-year-old woman who lived with her husband Pentti Saarinen in a small town in Finland. They had 5 children, who were all placed in foster homes. On the day of Christmas in 1960, their eldest son came to visit his parents with his friend. A day earlier than they had promised, Hilkka was nowhere to be found, and when the son asked his father about her whereabouts, Pentti replied that she had left while he was asleep. While retrieving bed sheets and other items from Hilkka's room, the son questioned why he wasn't turning on the lights, to which Pentti replied that the lights weren't working. Despite the room being dark, the son noticed the bricks of the big stove looked reassembled. Pentti watched the boy's actions closely, exhibiting nervousness, prompting the schoolmate to leave early. In the days that followed, there was no sign of Hilkka Saarinen, and she was eventually reported missing. Years passed with no sign of Hilkka. The eldest son occasionally visited the house, paying close attention to any changes he noticed. Over time, he began to feel strongly that Hilkka was no longer alive. In 1966, around 6 years after her disappearance, he wrote a letter to the local police stating that he has suspicions over his father. He also wrote about the stove at kitchen, whose bricks seems to have been reassembled. But, sadly, it was not taken seriously. But things changed when in 1972, new investigators looked upon some old unsolved cases. The investigators contacted Hilkka's son and went to Hilkka's house with an order to disassemble the stove. After digging approximately 1 meter, they uncovered a mummified head. As they continued digging, they unearthed an entire body. The son later identified the remains as his mother, Hilkka Saarinen. The case was initially handled in district court, where Pentti denied all accusations during the trial. However, multiple witnesses testified to investigators about Hilkka's accounts of her injuries and how Pentti had abused her. They also described Pentti as violent and cruel towards Hilkka. Pentti was sentenced to 8 years in prison for aggravated assault but was released after serving only 1 year because Hilkka's cause of death could not be determined through examination. After his release, Pentti returned to his deteriorating house, where he lived alone until his death on August 1, 1986. The house was eventually demolished in March 2015. Despite it being obvious that Pentti is the murderer, the case still remains officially unsolved. Feel free to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.